What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man, y'all already know what it is.
OG.
We got some Cordy on deck with the 5150 show. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
Damn, I want to say this so bad, but it'll be too motherfucking, how can I say this? I know a guy who basically held Kim Kardashian in high regard.
Do I smell a whore?
And it blew my mind. How could you hold Kim Kardashian in high regard when we have witnessed her sexual with at least 10 brothers?
Damn!
Not the shit you do when the door closed.
Right.
We witnessed one through a sex tape.
Right.
So how can this person be somebody you hold up in the air, even though, let's say, how long ago was the tape with the brother Ray J?
20 years.
Probably about, yeah.
Has it been 20 years?
I would
20,
think so.
about 20. Maybe.
Okay, so let's give her a pass from now. Let's give her a pass from now. Maybe she's older and she...
Right. I mean, look,
I mean, it did bring that family all the success. I would like to believe.
Yeah, her mother pimped her.
That
He ain't lying.
said
Pimped
it
her
all.
and her
but,
sisters.
but let me tell you the real underlying reason why you shouldn't empower a whore, because she's only empowered other women.
She what?
Kim Kardashian being empowered with money, she's only empowered other women. So everything is out of balance.
I understand what you're saying, but you're saying Kim Kardashian uses her fame, wealth, and influence to empower women and not men?
Right, and I don't mean like through an uplifting message. I mean through like actual, like money. Economics is power. You can move mountains with money. You know what I'm saying? You could do all types of incredible things with money, but she doesn't empower. She hasn't empowered a man. She only empowers other women. And
Didn't she get off a couple of people on that court thing that she was doing? I forget the name of it. I thought that's what she did. She was trying to be that lawyer about. But I think that she...
It's publicity stunts.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to knock what she do. All I know is be in that ass.
Right.
She belongs to the streets.
Kit Kat says we love her.
She's fucked a lot of men.
Right.
Brothers, too.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I ain't even yelling out all the names because some of you will be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm talking about this girl has publicly set herself out in our community. And if you hold her up in the air without work being put in to to not be that,
Right.
it's kind of like you stopping. Look, on 300, do you remember that movie 300? When old girl came in there, the first thing old boy said was like, she tried to let me sleep with her, even though we all know he slept with her for her to have her chance to speak in front of the men.
Right.
He was like, I run that chamber. If you want to talk to them, you know what you got to do. And she was like, what? He was like, I think you know. And she had to give him pussy. And he said,
This will not be over quickly. You will not enjoy this. I'm not your king.
this will not be over quickly. You will not like it. I'm not your king. Because, you know, her husband was at war.
Wait, is this the scene on the boat?
This is on 300.
Oh,
The 300 one you talk about on the boats, that's the second one.
Right.
The first one, old boy wanted some pussy for her to get a chance to talk to the council. And she was like, I got to get this motherfucker some pussy. And he said some cold shit. This will not be over quickly.
In other words,
You will not like it, for I'm not your king.
Ooh.
He let her know, bitch, this about me. I'm that motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie and shit. But I wouldn't take no pussy to let her talk to my nigga. You can't talk to my nigga. You can talk to the cashier at Burlington Coat Factory.
How did Craig say? What was that again? The one number what? She's supposed to just shake his hand and look him sternly in the eyes.
Yeah. She ain't supposed to be.
I don't, but look, on this stuff,
Number 4.
do you think in this society, pay for sex, we already know it's not respectable.
To pay for sex.
I'm saying on either party.
Right.
But do you think it's necessary to navigate in this America? Sex for pay?
Hell no!
Do you really think you're about to find a husband being who you are? Do you think you're about to find a wife being who you are? It's very difficult to find a true companion. So, I'm not saying this for everybody because some people, first of all, this is a fact. Don't ever say what you won't do if you ain't had the money to do it. Because when you get money, you lose respect for money. And to make a bitch shut up, you will give her that little shit that ain't nothing to you. To make a bitch shut up, if you got millions of dollars and this bitch will shut the fuck up for 300, you gonna get that bitch 300 quick than a motherfucker.
That's how some lawsuits get settled.
That's how some lawsuits get settled. Good point,
away,
D.
yeah.
If you got money, you do things differently than people who don't have money. So if you have money, pay for play is something that so many settle for just so they can have peace of mind in front of the person. You don't have peace of mind internally because you know you selling yourself out. If you paying somebody to be with you sexually, paying somebody to be with you in anything involving the heart. But if you have money and you are not worried about the amount of money this person is asking for, I'm talking about you only, this is only for people who've had this kind of money where you can really understand you're not tripping off giving her trinkets to get what you want. Now, I wonder I mean, you can't talk to everybody because everybody ain't got money.
Right.
But I'm saying paying for sex is not nothing that is respectable. Paying for companionship is not respectable. But to get through this cold ass life, if you had some money, you would pay for the obedience of a broad.
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
I'm saying that about most men.
Why isn't it respectable?
It's not respectable because while you're young, you're supposed to put in the work with a female where later in life, you guys have each other back through this lifetime.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You're not taught that because most men are bitch raised.
Right.
And you raised like a broad. So you think like a broad and you learn trial by error about dealing with a woman. Yeah. But while you're young, you are supposed to try and put in work with a worthy woman. The type of woman Felicia Rashad was talking about.
Right. Not
a bitch to say, why I'm supposed to impress him. That's she useless. She is for sex.
How you doing?
And fighting other bitches you don't like. But I'm saying, if you got paper and you live in America and you've had your heart broke time after time, you are not finna keep playing this I love you game. You're gonna pay for the services of a woman. Trust me. In fact, I got women, I pay for their services and they try to declare me as their man. And I be like, are you sure you want to say that? Because you playing yourself. I'm not your man. I am good to you. I help you tie the loose ends because if I'm fucking you and I got it, I'm going to help you tie the loose ends just so you have some peace of mind around me. But I'm not your man.
You're going to learn today.
I'm not him. See, I demand a lot from a woman. So if a woman is calling me her man and I say, you damn right, that means that is not an average bitch. That is an outstanding woman right there. If I'm gonna allow her to say, I'm her man. I don't, a bitch. Look, baby, you need me. I know you wanna say, F me die, motherfucker, but you can't afford to do it.
Oh my God.
Your finances will not allow you to speak to the heart, speak from the heart with me. I am a blessing from God for right now. When you get on your feet, you should probably go and chase something that will look at you like you want to be looked at. I look at you how you are. I should not have my dick in your mouth for an hour with the trinkets I offer. But your situation is precarious. So I am here. Enjoy the help. Enjoy the help.
First off, how could any man hold Kim Kardashian up in the air? How could any man empower her? She's been through so many men. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, how are these dudes, you know, like trying to put her up? I seen some basketball players that she dealt with. Kanye West. I don't get Kanye West as far as him trying to wife that. You had kids with a whore.
Her womb is so polluted.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be embarrassed, man. And I know, you know, a lot of men probably done had kids with women that sleep with a lot of men. But it's so many dudes that she done slept with that you forget. Like, oh yeah, she did sleep with that dude and she did sleep with this dude. I don't get it, man, how men, especially men with money, hold up a whore like, you know, she a prize or something. And Corey talked about it's not respectable for a person to pay for sex or to, you know, receive money for sex. And I agree with that 100%. These days, I'm speaking on something that he brought up as far as it being difficult to find a partner, you know, somebody to settle down with, somebody to be on your team, somebody that's going to be loyal to you. Because the picking these days out there, you know, it's like pick your poison because that's all that's out there right now is poison. You know, majority of it is poison. You know, especially the physical appearance of some of these people. I'm going to say men too, you know, it's messed up. Not to mention the inside of the person with their feelings and their emotions and their mental state. You got to take an account of all that. You know, women, they don't want to listen to their man. I'm independent. You can't tell me what to do. Finding a partner these days is so hard. And as far as, you know, a man having money and, you know, he gonna pay for a woman to be quiet, or if you got money like that, then you gonna act a different way than when you don't have no money. But me, myself, I'm gonna act the same way if I got money or if I don't got money. Money don't move me. I just wanted to speak on that. But as far as a woman or you having money and a woman, it's something like she gonna be on her best behavior because you got money. You can, you know, make her shut up by giving her some money or make her do this or make her do that. Or again, she gonna be on her best behavior. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women out here, I call them sack chasers. Back in the day, we call them sack chasers. They gonna do whatever you want them to do because you got money. They know they can get money from you. You know, they know you can pay a bill or you can get them this or you can get them that. And they gonna do what you want them to do. Some women though, you know, they ain't having it. They independent. They can get them a job. What they say, I'm a PhD.
I'm a PhD.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women, they independent out there, so they not gonna deal with a dude who got money like that so he can control them in a certain type of way where she like, nah, I can't deal with this. Corey said that, you know, a woman's finances that he's dealing with will not allow her to speak to him any kind of way. And that goes back to a woman listening to a man who got a lot of money. But all in all, this whole Kim Kardashian, her having all this money and her sleeping with all these men, I don't get it because I wouldn't be trying to wife her or hold her up in the air and just because she got all this money. I don't understand why these guys even dealt with her. You know, she got all this plastic surgery, these BBLs and all that stuff. She altered her body a lot. And I just don't get it, you know, because men, they will sleep with a woman who got all those alterations. You know, they'll sleep with that woman, but as far as making them their wife, I don't think a man want a woman like that. It's something going on in their head to hate themselves like that. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole thing with these men holding these women, these whores up and putting them on a pedestal. And y'all tell me, is it hard to find a partner out here that's gonna be down for you and that's gonna be loyal to you? Y'all tell me in the comments.
What's up, OG?
It's your
Triple
man,
OG.
y'all already know
OG,
what it is.
triple.
The next video is Ghetto
OG.
Talk. Up out of here. Peace.